everyone. My name is Emilia, and I'm here today with Marcel Udo and Adrian de Groot from Connect 73.
Yes.
So Marcel, Adrian, thank you so much for joining us today.
Of course.
For inviting us.
So would you tell us a little bit about Connect 73? What do you guys do,
Sure.
and what kind of companies do you work with?
Yeah. Well, Connect 73 is a technology-driven media company, and we provide managed and white label advertising services to medium-sized agencies, direct customers, so advertisers, and to retailers. And what we offer next to advertising on addressable media like digital radio, display advertising, digital out-of-home, and even connected TV, is that we offer also a special service. We can measure offline behavior and store visits that is derived from our campaigns. So that makes our proposition a bit unique.
Yeah, I see. Very interesting.
Yes.
There is a lot of talk about DOOH and in-store advertising in retail media. And I was wondering, do these terms refer to each other or are they somehow different? And if yes, why is it so important to understand this difference for the retailers?
Well, yeah, maybe I can do this one.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. The DOOH is more like a container. DOOH is so digital out of home. So that contains all out of home advertising. So not only in store, but also near roads, in parks, and in cities, urban panels, and at public transportation. So that's all the screens there. If you have retail media, it's not only the in-store screens, but it's also the in-store panels, the in-store displays that are offline, but also it means in-store media, like, well, it's not really in-store, but the retail media, so like their own website and all the customer data. So therefore it differs a little bit, but DOOH is important in-store.
Okay, thank you for that. And last but not least, so measurement in DOOH and in-store advertising can be challenging due to the environment in which these types of ads are shown. So how do you help companies solve these measurement challenges? Maybe you could talk a little bit about the radar solution that you've developed and how does it work? What are the benefits of it?
Yeah, this is great. Do you know how? You know how counting is a little bit prehistoric. So what we do now, if you do DOOH, you pay per play, but we always want to buy, of course, per CPM. And now what is measured is the number of people who pass during the panel play. So
Yes.
one play has, for example, 5 people who have an opportunity to see it, and that's what you call CPM. So if you have 10 people per play, and you need 100 plays to have 1,000 people, so 1 CPM. So that's how you buy it. The only issue is that, like you said, how do you measure it? And now it's not really very good controlled, because for example, if you take a display next to the highway, then they measure once every 6 months. With students who count for like 24 hours how much people or how much cars come by, and then they say,
Wow.
okay, the average is this, and they extrapolate it to a full week and to a full half year, and that's it. And it's never concrete. If you go in store, it's usually the number of people who pass the ports or the cashier displays, and the problem there is, you don't know how many people actually saw the ad. Only how many people were in the shop. That was it. There's other measurements like using a camera, but there you have issues with privacy. So you can't use camera to count it. Well, and maybe Ajahn, you can explain a bit more
sure.
about the solution that we have.
So we trained the radar system to recognize human bodies. So we can count human bodies with the radar system and know exactly how many eyeballs real time there are in front of the display.
Wow.
So we hope in the near future, and we're working with our technology partners, to real time measure how many people are watching the screen of have an opportunity to watch the screen. So we can use that for the CPM that is that is paid by the advertiser. So I think that's where we're heading to.
Yeah, and the great thing is we are installing in the beginning of next year a first test location.
Yeah.
And the test location will be around our office at the busy road with the display, and then we can measure exactly how many people passed it and report it. So we are pretty curious how that works, but that is the first proof of concept, and then you can actually measure it. Another great thing is, it's I don't know if it's going to be a very commercial success, but we can also use retargeting data on those panels. So, for example, if people have visited your website and you are close to a panel, then we can target there an ad targeted based on you. So
That's great.
yeah.
It's very innovative and
Yeah.
privacy friendly. So
Yeah, true.
good
true.
luck with that, guys.
Yeah, so that's the future, and we're very excited to see how it works. But we expect a good future for DOOH and in-store and retail media.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
future is bright.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Thank you so much for this interview. Thanks, Marcel. Thanks, Adrian.
Happy
Thank
to
you,
be
Peter.
here.
yeah. Thank you.